Hey Flosstube, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, welcome. If you have been here before, thanks for coming back. My name is Colleen and today is Wednesday, December 27th. This is my second time doing this video, 20 minutes in, and something stuck on my keyboard and everything went haywire. So, I hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas, and if you did not celebrate, I hope that you had a great day regardless. We had an okay Christmas. My brother had to leave right after we had dinner because we got snow in New England, Massachusetts. I hate December this year. My God, I've had 4 snowstorms that I've had to bill out in the last 2 weeks. No, stand corrected, 5. 5. And they haven't been really anything that accumulated, but it's rain, freezing rain, ice. Anyway, it is what it is. Hopefully January will be better. I'm looking forward to a new year. And let's see, lots of stuff today. I made notes so that I would not get distracted and lose my place. First thing I have is an FFO. I had finished Meow Spoken Here, and I think I showed that in my last video. I turned it into a pincushion. I got my crushed walnut shells, and these smell like lavender. So I ordered some decorative pins from Etsy. I went to Just Another Button Company, but I couldn't really find anything that I thought was appropriate. I thought they would surely have a cat, but I didn't really see anything. I didn't find a cat on Etsy either, but I found something that I thought would work. But I think it came out pretty good, and I need to work on my corners. This one is a little, I just want to keep trying to I'm going to have an avalanche of stuff here in a second. I keep trying to pull the corner out. I keep hearing Vonna tell me corners need to be sharp. So, anyway, it sits on my armrest on my chair. So I'm happy with that. And I've got 2 past finishes that I would like to share. The first one is Faith by Lizzie Kate. I think that's the name. I'm gonna guess, but I think that's the name. And I believe I fixed my video so that you should be able to read it correctly. It's backwards for me, so I think you can see it. But this came out good. It was supposed to be for my friend, but even though the sentiment worked, it wasn't her style. And after I stitched it, and I thought, well, I hate to give something to somebody who I don't think is going to like it or appreciate it as much as it should, because as we all know, these things take a long time to finish, and I don't want to sound mean, but I want it to go to someone who I know will appreciate what went into it. The second piece is from Little House Needleworks Band Sampler. This is Summer, and I believe I showed Spring last week. And you've seen Christmas, oh not Christmas, Winter behind me. And the only one that I have left is Autumn, which I would like to get done before autumn. So that one came out pretty good. They were both stitched on Ada. I have news. I have news. Good news. I have, with the help of my little reader glasses, these are like magic. I don't know why I didn't know. I think I thought they wouldn't help me, so I didn't try them. I really believed that my eyesight was so bad that these would not help me. And I was completely wrong. I have stitched, I will show you my current little project. I have been stitching on this for the last few days. I'm going to finish it tonight. By the way, I love these little project bags. I got 5 of these on Amazon for $8.99. You might be able to get a better deal, but this was the one that I found at the time. It fits my hoop. I think it's 8.5 by 13 maybe. I mean, it's not huge, but you know what? It's durable, plastic, so if you were to spill anything on it, you can wipe it right off. It's going to protect your project. But anyway, apologize for the hoop rings, but I'm not done yet, so look at that. That's on 30 count tin roof from Weeks Dye Works. Called for colors, but 30 count. 30 count. I went from 14 count Aida to 30 count linen. Wow, that's huge. I'm so happy with myself, and I'm really proud of it. And it's, I mean, completely off center. I don't know what the heck I was thinking there. Usually I try to center my projects, but anyway, there's still plenty of room. But I'm going to put I think it's a fence and a couple of snowflakes. I'm going to call this project done. And I haven't yet decided how I'm going to finish it. I'm not thinking ornament. I'd like to do something else with it, but we shall see. But yeah, I am just like so excited. 30 count. I was hoping when I got the readers, I was hoping if I could do 28 count, I would call it done and be happy with that. And then this fabric, I thought, man, but I can see it. I can see it. And I like linen. Who knew? I mean, I really like the linen. So, we'll see. I've started, I think I mentioned I joined 2 Fabric of the Month clubs, and they're both 28 count, I think even weaves. But I think I'm going to start maybe transitioning over myself to linen. I don't know. Who would have thought that? So, I just like the way it looks, and I like the way it feels. And I'm really excited that I can see it. So, let's see. My whips for 2018. I'm going to start with 8 projects. And I'm going to hopefully whittle them down to maybe 4 or 5, because the reason I'm going to start with 8 is because I've got some that are close to being finished, 3/4, halfway, kinda, so I would like to finish those up, move them out. This is not one of those projects, but this is going to be my stitch along piece with Priscilla and Chelsea that starts tomorrow. And for a snowfall, I'm just stitching this on a piece of platinum Aida. I picked this up way before I realized that I could stitch on something other than Aida because I could see it. So I'm going to do this, and I've got the called for threads. The one good thing, well, there's a lot of good things, but one of the good things about Little House and Country Cottage, they don't have like 70 colors. You know, there's 5 or 6 colors. Even if they're specialty threads, it's only like 3 or 4, you know, so it's affordable, and they don't break the bank. It's a cute little pattern. I'm looking forward to this stitch. I'm looking forward to the stitch along. So that's going to be one of the projects. And let's see. This is my main project for the moment until January 1st, and then I'm switching it all up. This is Winter Season by Imaginating. And here's my progress. I love the colors in this series. They're just so vibrant, and the picture just does not do it justice. There's so many patterns that I have seen, and you just look at the pattern, you know, the picture on the pattern, and you're like, eh. And then you stitch it up, or you see someone else stitch it, and it's fantastic. So I don't know if things just don't translate in photographs. I'm really not sure, or they just have really bad photography. But do yourself a favor, people. Get some better pictures. But there's such a huge difference seeing something stitched up in a picture of it. So I'm coming along. I got the flower done. I did all of the wording. This piece up here I'm procrastinating on because I just don't want to do it. I'm not sure why. I've convinced myself I don't want to. But yeah, moving along on this. And two things that I have started doing that I'm really excited about is the loop method. I've never done it before, and I watched someone's video, I don't know, somebody, and they were showing how to do the loop method, and I thought, well, that's easy. I can do that. So I started doing that. Well, that was awesome. It's cutting down so much on the back mess that is my project. And I don't care what the back looks like, to be perfectly honest, but I don't want the bulk. And sometimes with all the threads and stuff, it can be bulky. So it's cutting down quite a bit on the hot mess that is the back of my project. Oh, and the second thing is I've started stitching two-handed. Wow. I mean, tell me if I'm crazy, but I think I stitch faster. I don't know for sure, but I feel like I am. I really feel like I am. So if you could tell me if that's true or it's just my imagination, I'd appreciate it. But I started, those are the two things that I wanted to learn in the new year. But I've started early, so I'm going to continue on with those. But I have my Q-snap. I don't have a lap frame or a stand or anything like that yet, because I wanted to see if I even liked it first. I'm not going to invest, big money into one of these contraptions if I don't even like it or can't do it. So I just use my Q-snap and I rest it on like a TV tray kind of thing, and I'm able to go in underneath and do what I need to do. But it took me a little while. I'm still a little fumbly, but much, much better. And I started with my dominant hand on top, which is my right hand, and this way, I think. No, I tried them both ways, and I thought I wanted to do it left hand on top, dominant hand underneath. And I did that for a little while. And then by mistake, I did them this way. And then I found that dominant hand on top, other hand underneath was better. So that's the way I'm going about it. But I think I am. I think I'm making progress. I'm very pleased. This is my one nice project bag that I have that I love. I love this. It's so pretty. This is ABC Sampler, which I will be working on Sundays because Vonna said Sampler Sunday. So Vonna said it. I have to do it because I love Vonna. So this one's coming along. This one shouldn't take long. I'm going to start the alphabet, and then there's a couple of rows of more flowers. But that one is coming along nicely. This one I believe is going to go into my bedroom when I'm finished with it. So this one I anticipate a finish soon enough, and another one of my projects. So that should knock out 2 of them on my list. I've got 8 whips that I'm going to go into the new year with. And I'm hoping to whittle them down to about 4, maybe 5. I'm not going to replace them when I finish them. This pattern is January from Sugar Stitches. I'm not sure where my picture is. Oh, I had to fold it because for whatever reason it wouldn't fit in the bag. This is Sugar Stitches January, and I still can't get over how much this pattern is more than I anticipated. And that brings me to another thing. I'm going to coin this phrase, Stitcher's Denial. We all have done it. How many times have we looked at a pattern and thought, oh, well, that's not going to take long. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. You're in Stitcher's denial. You are in Stitcher's denial, my friend. Okay, I finished January, worked a little bit on his hat, and started putting in the snow on the letters. This is going to take me Yeah, no. Maybe next January, by the time I get to it. Now, granted, in my defense, I only work on this on Sunday. But this is going to get moved into my new rotation. So I'm hoping with some added attention, I will be able to get that done sooner rather than later. But that is January. This one is my first Mirabilia. I will be starting Buttercup. I love the colors. Absolutely love them. She's adorable. I'm going to be doing this one on... I don't think she has a face. I mean, she has a face, but I don't see any eyes. Or mouth. I'm going to stitch this one on Chablis. This is a 16 count Ada. Now I bought all this, this is one of the fabrics from Picture This Plus. It should be more than enough room. I don't think she's super big, but I love the color. So that one's going to be on here. Focus. Focus. I'm out of focus. There we go. So that one, looking forward to starting that. This pattern I've transferred to I think it's Goodreader, where I can blow it up in a PDF and zoom in and mark the, mark it online on my iPad. So that's that one. This one is Autumn Season by Imaginating. This one is almost done. This one will be done in a few days. I mean, like one day. That one. The colors in this are just awesome. They're so pretty. And the picture does not do it justice. It just doesn't. And I, didn't stitch this for the longest time because I thought, well, it's okay. And that fabric is dirty. Not sure what happened there. But I'm almost done with this one. I just need to do the bottom pumpkins. There's some vines that are missing, and there's a checkered border. And that's basically it. So, like I said, that one will be my first, more than likely my first finish. And my intention is hopefully to turn this into a wall hanging of sorts. So, that's what I'd love Vonna to do, a tutorial on doing a wall hanging and a little pouch. I want to turn one of my projects into like a little pouch that I can hang from the doorknob, and I need a little tutorial for that. So Vonna, if you're listening, which I know you're not, but if you should, by chance, find me, could you please do that? This pattern, I have to say, this was an experiment. If you have ever shopped on one of the Chinese websites like AliExpress or Alibaba or whatever, I happen to buy stuff for my Etsy shop. I have an Etsy shop that has stationery items, so I buy a lot of the stuff from there because you can buy wholesale. They have everything on there. It's like Chinese Amazon. I wouldn't invest a lot of money in it because, I've gotten some good things and I've gotten some not so good things. But for the most part, it's been pretty positive. So anyway, one day I put in cross stitch just for the heck of it, just to see. And they had, I don't know, hundreds of pages of cross stitch kits. Hundreds. I mean, I looked at them all. A lot of them are repeats, but tons and tons. And I've always wanted to do a gorgeous pattern, the girl with the, I don't think no mouth, just the eyes, that girl. So this was on there, and it was like $4. And I thought, I'm gonna try it. I'm just gonna try it. And it's a kit. It came with 14 count The floss is terrible, okay? It is not DMC. RS floss set. I don't know what that is, but it's terrible. But I started doing the pattern. The pattern is fine. And she's coming along. Would I do it again? Probably not. Like I said, this is just 14 count Aida. That's what it came with. And the floss, like I said, it's not horrible, but I don't like it. And I knew it wasn't DMC as soon as I started to touch it. But pattern's fine. I can read it. It does give you the DMC numbers, so I mean, if I was so inclined, I could have changed them out, but you know, I didn't. But it was just like I said, it was an experiment. I just wanted to see what it would be like. And then I thought, well, it's got to be something wrong. The colors don't look right. But then I saw someone else stitched it, and hers looked like this. And I thought, well, I guess the colors are right. It doesn't look like the pattern, though. I mean, her hair is, she's got some, like, light brown hair in there, which I think looks odd. And I have not put her eyes in because I'm a little afraid. They're not cross stitches. There's something else, and they don't really. Anyway. But yeah, I'd like to get this one finished. It's pretty close. I mean, I just need to do the foxes and her bottom half, basically. So that one's coming along as well. So that's one of the 8 that will get finished as well. Then I'm going to start Winter Sampler from Drawn Thread. That will also be one of my 8. So my plan is 3 days on each. So that's 2 projects a week. And then Sunday is for samplers with Vonna. Vonna and I are going to do Sunday Sampler. So that one is Drawn Thread Winter. And I apologize for the light. It's the best that I can do at 5 o'clock at night. And this overhead light, I'm going to have it fixed because I think it's not as bright as it should be. So that, and everyone that gave me their comment, I think most people agreed that I should stitch these separately. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to stitch them on, I think this is 28 count lamb's wool Joblin. So I'm going to stitch that on this. Boy, the lighting is really terrible, and I'm sorry, but I'm not sure I could get it any brighter. And I'm going to use all of the called for threads, which I think went through last week. So that's I'm gonna do that. And again, here comes my stitcher's denial. I don't think these are gonna take that long. I really don't think so. Okay, so those are my projected projects to start off 2018. And I've got a couple of shout outs that I wanted to give. Homesteading on the home front. Hey Lynette. Lynette is currently in Guam, as a lot of you know. She's coming home to the United States this summer, I believe, and they're going to Newport, the Navy base in Newport, Rhode Island. I live maybe half hour, 40 minutes from Newport, and that'll be really nice. So I know that she's looking forward to coming home. I binge watched all of her videos this past weekend, and to find another stitcher that's from Massachusetts, because she's originally from Massachusetts, is very exciting to me. I don't feel like I'm on an island of one anymore. I'm at least on an island of 2. And if there's anybody else in Massachusetts that stitches, please let me know. You know, just say, hey, you're not alone, because I often feel like I am. So that was fantastic. The other one is Pretty Southern, Linda Jo. She was talking in her last video how much she loves Massachusetts, that she spent the summers here and down the Cape, and I thought she said really nice things about my state. So I just wanted to say thank you, Linda Jo. I'm sure you won't watch the video, but just the same, thank you very much. Let's see. One thing that I'm going to use next year, or I'm going to try, I always have visions of being organized. Don't we all? Some people are, actually. This is a planner from last year, 2017, that I am going to turn into my stitching planner. And I have a silhouette that I make stickers with, so I'm just going to make date covers and cover up the date and change them, and use the planner and try to keep better track of what I do. I did use it last year for a little bit, but I wrote in pencil, so I'm just going to erase all that. And I would really like to keep a record of what I'm doing, what I'm accomplishing, because I look back at this year and I think I didn't do anything. Well, I did do some things, but I can't for the life of me remember what I did. And it wasn't until the last couple of months that I really got my stitchy bug back, and I did finish a few things, and it's in my dough bowl over there. But as far as stitching goes, not too many things. So I'm going to try that. Also, the pattern, once I finish ABC Sampler, I'm going to start a new sampler, and I'm going to stitch the middle one for the spring sampler from Prairie Schooler, because who doesn't want to stitch a bunny holding an umbrella? Come on. So that's the one that I'm going to pick. I was looking at them going, I have to pick, you know, I was thinking I have to do all three. No, you don't. No, you don't. Pick the one you like the most, and then I'm thinking I might stitch like maybe this little thing into a pillow because it's got rabbits and frogs and all that, and then maybe this little motif in a pillow, you know, but I don't have to stitch the whole thing. And again, here comes the stitcher's denial. I'm looking at the pattern going, well, this shouldn't take long. No, this won't take me long. No, it's all motifs. It's like little motifs. And oh, that's my phone. I'm thinking that's going to be like a little mini finish. So anyway, that is for after ABC Sampler is finished. After that, as I finish and as I incorporate new projects, once I've accomplished something, I'm calling this Boxo Patterns. This is filled with patterns. Like almost can't fit any more in there, but I can fit a few more in there, but not many. This is filled. This is 2018 in a box. I am going to count how many patterns I have in here because I don't know at the moment. And I am going to focus on everything that is in this box for 2018. I have everything, a lot of Country Cottage Needlework, Lizzie Cates, Brenda Gervais, ornaments, Halloween, Christmas, Easter, all kinds of, another La-Di-Da, Homespun Elegance, Kitten Bixby, all kinds of stuff. Stony Creek, lots and lots of stuff. So this is where I'm going to focus. Now, this is not all of my stash. This doesn't even count the stuff that I can't find. I've packed up stuff when I was redecorating. I gutted my apartment downstairs, and I had to pack up all my stuff. And I lost it. Well, I didn't lose it. It's somewhere in the house. But I can't find the majority of my patterns. So don't feel bad for me. Don't hold a telephone or anything, because I've got the Boxo patterns here, and I will be working on these all year long. And then I do have some that obviously aren't going to fit in here. So, like the Prairie Schooler and different things. So, but the bulk of my stuff I want to stitch from here because I really want to get things done. I want to stitch all the things. I explained that to my boyfriend the other day because he had no idea what I was talking about. I said, I just want to stitch all the things. And once I explained it to him, he said, oh yeah, I guess I understand that. Now, I bought stuff and I have no idea where I put it. I thought I brought it downstairs. I might not have. Well, that might have to wait until next week. I placed an order today on 123 Stitch. No, it was everything cross stitch today because they were having a sale. After this, I've got maybe one more order in me, and that'll be that. I won't buy anything the rest of the year. I go in fits and starts, and I won't probably purchase another pattern all year long. And I'll just work on the ones that I have because I have more than enough. And I got something weird to show you. The other day, last week, I had ordered, I forget what I needed, but I ordered my Snag Nabbit because Danielle from Stitcherista had demonstrated that, and I thought, oh, I need one of those. So I was adding in some things that were on sale that were in my wish list, and one of them was this. So I threw that in my bag. It's $16, the pattern and the floss. It's set. You can't buy them separately. So I thought, oh, cool. You know, that will feed into my seasonal series things. So the next day, I whipped out my Boxo patterns, and I was thumbing through, and what do I find? I found this. And I thought, oh my God, I already own this. I don't want two of them. They're $16. That's a kind of an expensive oops. So I quickly emailed 123 Stitch, and I explained the situation. She wrote me back. Now, I'm on the East Coast, 7:30 a.m. my time. She wrote me back in about 5 minutes. I don't know what time they get up, but I'm thinking it had to be at least 5:30 over there. I mean, 2 hours, Utah to Massachusetts. I'm not sure what the time difference is, but anyway, she said, I took it out. Here's your new total. Fantastic. I was quite pleased with myself. So I was going to order some fabric to go with my pattern because I was going to start it after I finished Pine Street Inn. So, without showing you the pattern, do you see where it says January and February? Okay? We all agree that that's what it says. My patterns say May and June. I know, right? What the heck? I've got the pattern for May and June. I've got the floss for January, February. I can't get the pattern separately. I don't even know where I bought it. I mean, I bought this a few years ago. It was copyright 2009, so let's say 2012. I don't know where I got it from. So this is tabled until I figure out what to do. But here I am telling the woman, no, I don't want it. And then I realize I need it, but I only need the pattern. So I just thought that was a really weird situation. It would have helped had I checked the pattern. Who checks the pattern? I mean, I don't. I mean, I just put it in a stack with the rest of it and get on with it until I'm ready to do it. Let's see. I can't show you my purchases because I think I left them upstairs. But things that I'm loving. things that I'm into this week. Well, like I said, I ordered the Snag Nabbit. I haven't tried it yet. It's still in the package. But from watching it, I think I'm going to love it because I really liked what it does. And I need one of those. So I'm going to put that in. I got this mug from the boyfriend for Christmas as one of my gifts. It is a RTIC mug, stainless steel, 30 ounce. I love it. It keeps everything cold. The ice, I put ice in on Saturday. I went, got gas at 6 a.m. Put ice in when I got my drink. 5-6 hours later, it was still full of ice. So that's fantastic. It can take hot or cold, and I love it. I really, really love this mug. I've told him like 3 times. My real present is a trip to Kennebunkport, Maine, that we go every year to a bed and breakfast. So that was actually my gift. But he gave me that because he said he could not give me something to open because I gave him his gifts. So the next thing is a locksmith. Here's my little story for the week. Christmas Eve, 6:30, I get a text from my son. My son works at Walmart in a couple of towns over, about 15 minutes away. Mom, I lost the keys to my car. What do I do? I said, don't panic, because I know my son. Don't panic. I said, have you checked everywhere? Yes. Okay. Well, I'll come get you, because it's 6:30 on Christmas Eve. It's freezing out, and he's outside. I said, I'm on my way. So as I'm getting ready to go, I said, if you can get back in the store, go see if someone has turned them in. I've already done that. Okay. He said management said that I could keep the car there and they will, keep an eye out for my keys. Okay. So I get there. The poor kid is walking up and down the parking lot looking for his keys. I said, how the heck did they fall out? They were in his pants pocket, and my guess is he may have taken his phone out of his pocket and the keys fell. But it was a used car. We only had the one key because we never got an extra one made. So he is trying to figure out what our next step is. And I said, well, tomorrow's Christmas, so you're certainly not going to find anything then. I said, you're going to have to find a locksmith. So we Googled it because Google is your friend. And found a locksmith close to where he works. They came Tuesday. He had to work at 3 o'clock. So the guy picked him up at 2 o'clock at home, drove him to Walmart where the car was, made him 2 sets of keys, and he only paid $100. And I thought, that's fantastic. I thought it was going to be $200-300 easy because it's, kind of an odd circumstance of what happened, and super nice guy. So I'm very, very happy that my son hopefully learned a lesson to pay, attention to his keys a little bit better, and that it didn't cost him an arm and a leg, because he sent me a text. I don't ever want to do that again. I agree. So, but anyway, happy ending to that story. So that's what I'm loving, and that's what I'm into this week. I have a winner for my pasta stash from last week, and last week's pattern was Spring from Little House Needleworks. Sorry for the glare. And everybody that commented that wanted to be part of the drawing, I put into the random generator thingy. And the winner is Gina Strickland. Gina Strickland. I don't know how to contact you, so I need you to contact me. And I will put my email address. I'll let you know what my email address is. Send me an email. with your address, and I will get this in the mail to you, because my motto going forward for the new year is, as soon as I'm done with it, boom, out the door we go. So this week we are doing another Pass the Stash. We are going to do, boy, my lighting is terrible. Baby, it's cold. No, it's Snow Cold. Snow Cold. This happens to be stitched by Vonna and finished by Vonna, which I think is kind of exciting because, you know, she's a celebrity. Now, we would never confuse Vonna's with stitched and finished by Colleen, okay? But I still like him just the same. So this week's pattern, Pass the Stash, is going to be It's Snow Cold. If you are interested in this little pattern, which again, my patterns are usually pristine. I don't touch them, I don't wrinkle them for the most part, and I do not write on them. So if you would like this pattern, please leave me a comment and write snowman. That's all you have to do, snowman. And I think that's going to be it for this week. I can't show you my purchases because I left them upstairs. I've gone over the plans for next year. We shall see. And we start the Priscilla and Chelsea Sal tomorrow. So thank you everyone for sticking with me. Today's video is a little bit longer than normal. And hopefully I will be back next week. Again, give it a week and I will pick a winner for the next giveaway. Don't mention giveaway. You know, I'll send it anywhere in the world, so don't worry about that. And I think that's going to be it for me. And I hope everyone has a great stitchy week, gets a lot of stuff done, and Happy New Year. Bye.